Alright, this time I put in to Google flat earth dome. Flat earth in parentheses. We're looking only for the term flat earth and then the dome. And then a whole bunch of image stuff comes out. There's roughly 333,000 results for flat earth. And then supposedly there's 60 Bible verses describing a flat earth inside a dome. The skies. And they're coming from what? The King James Bible. Oh wait, back then when my grandfather compiled the King James version of the Bible, what? They all thought the earth was flat back then anyways. So as they're writing all these things thousands of years, more than 2,000 years ago, everyone thinks the earth's flat. You're going to sail off the edge of the world. Oh wait, Christopher Columbus, he came where? America. And he didn't fall off the edge of the world. All right, that's a good point. Yeah. All right. This is the Jewish universe number 2. The great deep, the earth, the sky, waters above the firmament, heavens, the gate of heavens, the sun, the moon, the stars on the firmament. This is where the flat earth theory comes from. This is the Jews' universe. This is how they believe things were. They've been going for 5,000 years. What's a Jewish year? Who cares? All right, let's look at another thing. Oh, what is this? This is somewhere in North America. It's probably in the United States. And somebody set up their camera and pointed it directly at the North Pole. And when they did time photography. And it shows the Earth's rotation and taking pictures of the stars. There's Ursa Minor, Ursa Major, Cassiopeia. And this is what happens when the round Earth spins and you're looking at the North Pole. If you were in the South Pole, you would see the South Pole. And it'd do the same thing. As I explained earlier, if somebody's in South America and somebody is in Australia, and they put their back to the North Pole and face the South, they both see the South Pole. And how would that happen? They're facing two different directions, but they both see the South Pole. So if they turned around and faced the North Pole, they should be able to see this. Yet they do not. So for everyone that's doing all this flat earth, come on, give me a break. They're trying to give you disinformation. All right, let's get back to that dome. All right, this is what the Earth looks like. The Earth, it spins what? It goes. And then all this and all this. The toilet bowl flushing. North, south. Equator gets sucked down. It also has to do with the design of the toilet. So there's many things, as you could see, the swirling, reason why it's going from right to left. So the planet is going like this. It's spinning this way. So you always, East Coast, West Coast. So the East is always going this way. And then all the clouds that are on top of us, the atmosphere is going this way. But in reality, it always flows in this direction. Just too many mind-boggling things, right? But you see this one spinning counterclockwise and this one spinning clockwise. That's because the speed on the equator is much greater than the speed in the middle. Most people think there's a North and a South Pole. No, there is not. The Earth is a giant crystal. It's got 3 and 3. There's 8 poles to our planet. Type in ley lines into Google Images and you'll see multiple pictures of that. All right, what is the invisible shield around the Earth called? And then all of a sudden, that's 600,000. A team of scientists led by the University of Colorado Boulder has discovered an invisible Star Trek style shield that blocks so-called killer electrons 7,200 miles above the Earth. The electrons, which travel at near light speed, are capable of damaging space electronics and could put astronauts in danger. Oh, that's very interesting. And then invisible shield in space, Star Trek invisible shield, thousands of miles above Earth, and then more and more. And then we can search even more. Plasma shield, MIT News, researcher at MIT Haystack Observatory find the Earth as a spacecraft. It's everywhere. I mean, invisible shield, invisible shield, invisible shield. All right, let's type in instead of what? Come back up. What is that? And now we just type in Earth force field, 562,000. How the Earth got a force field, space.com. Star Trek style force field, CNN. The Earth's own force field. MIT scientists, there is an invisible force field protecting Earth. NASA, rattling Earth's force field. Earth Star Trek force field. Wait, now all of a sudden this force field, magnetosphere, biggest secret on Earth, Earth force field. And then we're going to what? YouTube, Earth, and then in force field we put in quotes, and there's 12,600 results. So all these videos talking about the Earth is protected by an invisible force field. All right, well, MIT scientists, there is an invisible force field, Earth's force field. And then this guy brings up John King James Version's 3.3. Jesus talking about the future, the force field that's going to be erected. Now they're getting into the pole shift. All right, so now let's go over here and say, well, if this force field is true, then we put in rocket hits dome explained. And they're showing that a rocket, and I believe it was New Zealand, was shot up. Oh, wait, they did it twice. And all of a sudden, it hits they call it the flat Earth dome. It hits a force field. They didn't have any permission to send anything outside this planet. Hits a force field, drops. Plane crashes into invisible shield of flat Earth's dome firmament in Antarctica. Rocket hitting firmament. Flat Earth, absolute proof rockets don't get to space. Nothing does. So there's a lot about this. SpaceX Falcon 9 crashes into the dome. No, the force field. And something in a different language. Rocket hits near Sky Dome explained. So everybody's talking about this dome. It's a force field. And what? Let's see, there's more than 7 billion people on the planet. And what? I was a little kid, and I'm the only person on the planet. If you put in August 7th, 1972 into YouTube, what? I put up these two videos, and I'm the only one on the planet that knows. A giant force field was placed around the planet. I'd seen this. I was like, well, what's she got to do with this date? So I took it, translated it. It's just the day she was born, they say. All right. And then came up the secret entrance to Agartha. What is Agartha? Oh, wait. Let's drop it down a little. What did Admiral Richard Byrd do? Oh, really? He was an explorer of both the Arctic and the Antarctica, who became famous in 1926 as the first man credited with flying to the North Pole. Yeah, flying there, he never made it back. Oh, you mean what? My mother's father had to go all the way to the North Pole and get the plane that he left there. I have no idea why he left it, but I do know that my grandfather went all the way to North Pole to get Richard Byrd's plane that he left there. The government sent them. Well, I thought this might be interesting. But all this Agartha information, isn't this lost city of Atlantis supposed to be what? Inside the Earth? Who knows? Who's been there? Anyone? There are stories about it. Why are they going to Antarctica, trying to get in there? Oh. All right, I hope you like this. And just remember, there's more than 7 billion people on the planet. And I'm still the only one that has ever told the planet, the humans, their earthlings, about what happened on August 7th. Well, actually, it was August 6th. The force field was set up on. Prior to that, it was activated late at night on August 6th. And on August 7th, 1972, it was tested. And guess what? It worked. We're all alive because the shield that was there protected all life on the planet. If the shield was not put there, all life on this planet would have been erased. Giant cinders. Toast. No life continued to live on the surface of this planet. And there's people out there that know this information, and they don't like me talking about it. But slowly, more and more people are going to find out about this because I'm now putting this up on YouTube. All right. Hope you like this. Love you.